All right. Good morning, everyone. We got a
Good
PSA
morning.
about Anchor. We talked about offline that we should probably let you guys know. I think we could touch on that. We got our good friend Danish Crypto on. Knows more about Ton than anyone I know. Probably more than anyone that you know. And so we're excited to have him on and sort of get updates on all the things. Like talking like a wax OG that went to Ton and is now like an actual Ton luminary. If you don't mind, I'm pretty sure that's accurate. So anyway, good morning, guys. Juan, how you doing?
Good morning. Good. Doing good. Very excited having crypto here, Danish crypto here.
Right. So
Yes.
yeah, Danish, you were telling us you haven't been to your freaking computer in like a gazillion years. You're still what, like globe trotting and spreading the Ton word to the masses.
Yeah, been around also family stuff, but around traveling a lot. So basically, been home for sleeping and away again. But yeah, that's that's been it more or less since I came home from Brussels. So yeah.
Awesome.
Cool,
So how you doing generally? Obviously, like you're real busy.
I'm trying to starting to set up some organizations for live events in Denmark or Scandinavia nearby. So like see if you can get enough people here in those countries to actually meet up and do real world events for crypto. Because like again, Denmark has never been the the country with the most crypto enthusiasts. So yeah.
You know that sounds weird in the sense that I've seen that Denmark has a lot of interesting products, crypto products built over there, and
There isn't a lot of talk of anything. There isn't a lot of events, and maybe it's the fact that we all can do English, or everyone there's involved in cryptocurrency at least can do English. So we just do the international events instead. There's way bigger than doing the. But there isn't anything going on over here, and both from the Ton side of things that they want me to do some events locally, but also personally, I've been wanting to do local events for ages, but never found enough Danish people to actually make it happen. Because
you have to start small and grow little by little.
Yeah, but even finding 3 people to talk to is a lot if we do it in Danish.
Oh wow! Oh, yeah, that's true, because I was going to tell you I would join, but yeah, even if I go and you want to speak Danish, then I won't be able to understand a lot.
Exactly. So we would turn it into an English one anyways.
Yeah.
And then but again, it works. But yeah, I don't know. Should we cover the little Anchor stuff that you mentioned before?
Yeah. So
yeah.
I thought it was just me, but yeah, let everybody know what's going on with Anchor right now on mobile.
Yeah, it seems that after their 2 last beta updates, Anchor on at least Android has a lot of problems signing transactions. So if you are a beta user, don't update Anchor yet if you don't have problems, because it literally just it pops the transaction, and when you try to slide it, nothing happens. And
yep.
Yeah.
Same thing happened to me.
So also for me, been away from my PC. Suddenly, I like everything Wax related. Again, I've not left Wax for Ton, even though I'm more focused somewhat on some things. Everything on Wax has just been standing still for me when I'm not at my PC, which is horrible. So Grey Mask guys, please fix your shit. Yeah, and everyone else be safe. And it's not just your device that you want to throw into the wall, because I thought that as well until I figured out that it was all of my devices that has updated, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, that was definitely my case too. All right, so good note. If you're don't upgrade Anchor if it's working for you right now. All right. Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. So Danish, have you seen the little bags tapper situation yet?
Yes. I even got invited. I think it was by TC that invited me.
Smart.
As soon as that went live. So yeah, I've been in there. I think I have a 3-day lock-in streak and some points already. So yeah.
That's awesome.
Cool,
Yeah,
cool.
we're dropping some new stuff today, including a couple missions that are Danish related. Obviously, watch the show at probably around 11:30. We'll drop our we put
The
code
word
words
of
in
the
it, right?
day.
So if you're watching
Yeah.
the show or whatever, you need the code word to get the action on that. And yeah, obviously, follow Danish on crypto if you're not already, or on crypto on X. What's that thing?
Follow me everywhere. So
All the
just not
places.
in real life, because it
Do-
gets really spooky when people start following you if you're not doing something like.
That's a good point. Yeah, there's limits. I mean, granted, like if TC was secretly stalking you, that would probably get really fun.
It
Just 'cause
seems
TC's
like
a
he
dog.
is.
Yeah,
Like-
100%. Anyways, so any thoughts, any feedback, anything you like, anything you think we could enhance?
Of course, there's things with the Launchpad Tapper that could be improved compared to graphics. If you compare it to some of the other Tapper games out there, and then again, the fact that it's a Tapper, it's not a new innovation, but
Yeah.
the fact that you have something else connected to it, the Launchpad, kind of gives it something more, because again, anyone can spin up a Tapper and say tap for points and get some followers, but if there isn't any more to it, any utility, at least you have that, so you come strong out of the gate there, compared to like many of the others where we sit and wait for 3 months to figure out if they maybe want to do something. Here, there is something behind it. I'd also focus my own time around more tappers that have a project or something that I know behind it, so it's not just a wild guess at me spending hours on tapping a game that don't have any backing to see it or to say it in a good manner. Because we can all launch a tap game in the next 30 minutes, and if every one of the follower or listeners and stuff do that, of course it's nice, it's good, but what is those games going to do afterwards? And when projects have some backing, it starts, okay, there is something here, I can see it. It's again, I told this in last time I was on, I'm pretty sure, and the easy token distribution with the tappers, I really love that, because everyone has a fair chance of participating, even though there's cheaters out there doing auto tappers and whatever, but everyone has a phone, everyone has can participate. So in that way, I really love the tapper narrative. But
I fully agree with you. But for me, how I see it, it's tapping is just the beginning, because if you extend the tapping too much, it stops being fun. So in reality, what we have to do is start introducing a much better integration with the tools that we already have. So, for example, being able to participate in an airdrop because you have the right cloth combination, start being able to buy an IDO and maybe even use stars to participate in that IDO, for example, or then start being able to trade your tokens directly there, stuff like that. Because if it's only the tapping, tapping is nice for a few days, maybe even a few weeks, but after that, it's boring. If it's only that, it's boring.
Exactly. And there we often if people have something behind it, again, it could be those tokenomics, like giving airdrop possibilities. It could again be integrating, but even I've seen it with, for example, TapSwap is a really good example. TapSwap launched and called themselves as Solana, powered by Solana, and wanted to build a decentralized exchange on Solana. Which was, of course, funny in itself, because everyone knows that Solana is centralized as. But then building a decentralized exchange on there is just funny. So I started tapping that. Then they got thrown out of the Solana community, because powered by Solana suddenly meant that Solana was backing them. And the community got mad, and then they left. Oh, nice. Then they left and went to Ton, and the Ton community, of course, just I accepted them. But what are they going to do now? A decentralized exchange on here? But they actually integrated StoneFi exchange into it. So now there is a tapping game, a city game, and an exchange in their thing. And people are like, oh, it's too much. But that was what they promised to do. Give me a second. I'm going to see if I can close some more windows to get this sound out of here because my neighbor.
Yeah, it sounds not too bad though. Just for
okay.
yeah,
it is on my end.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean that's so. We talked about, when we start to bring those things in, it's not just drop a version of Nifty blocks or drop a version of launch bags or drop a version of Wax on Edge into the app, right? It's like we're gonna take one. I was when Danish, now that you're back, what we've been thinking about. I've been thinking about this a lot. Like one is I think entirely right. Because we're attached to this other stuff, like we've got a lot of ways, we want to do airdrops every couple of weeks. We want to do a big bags one down the road. Like we want to sort of establish both of those sort of short-term, long-term narratives, really clearly so that people kind of have that carrot to go for really quickly, or the one, if they want to go longer term or whatever, we can start developing those things. And we really do want to have, a working app that becomes that frictionless. Your aunt just got on there and suddenly, she's doing like a basic DeFi swap, because it's one of the missions in the Tapper, so if we can figure out how to, start introducing the most basic possible little, things to have, things to do, whether it's on, getting a whitelist thing for a launch bags drop or, doing a quick swap with the Nifty Swap LP. I don't know if we've even talked to you about that. That's a thing that exists now. And just kind of slowly engage people into that through a Tapper that also kind of keeps the Tapper, more interesting. We got missions going on with that. So that's kind of our vision for it. We're a little bit excited about it.
Like, again, it sounds amazing because that is what I think it should be, because we can get 1 million Tapper apps, and what is the fun in that, and which one should I join? Because if there's a Tapper there and a Tapper there, and none of them has nothing behind them, or I don't know anything, then it's just a Wild West guess game, and 90% of them could be scams and stuff like that. Again, I don't know how much scam, or it's more of a pyramid use of your time and money, because if you're not paying anything in, they're not really scamming you other than from your time. But with your time and attention and following and stuff, they can make a lot of revenue in different other sectors. So it's kind of but again, for building swaps and stuff into your Tapper, and it could maybe be way easier now than it had been beforehand, because Telegram now has updated the built-in browser in Telegram. Both with now you can have multiple mini apps open at the same time, but also when you're going into a link, that actually opens in the mini app tab as well. So you have like your own browser inside of it. So you could maybe get, going to a browser website of launch bags and do a swap on there or on Nifty inside Telegram still, but using both Cloud Wallet and Anchor when Anchor works on mobile, because that you actually now are using a website inside there that actually uses the same. Anchor has this. It's not HTTPS. It's ERC. I think it's when they connect, and it actually works inside of Telegram's browser, but it didn't beforehand. So
that's actually we were talking to Jose yesterday. Like, you can go in and you can kind of dress your avatar up, and it's kind of fun or whatever, right? We have missions where you have to get a certain set of clothing. Like the AI God one is launching today, and so people will have to do a bunch of stuff to kind of get the full set of clothing, and then we'll have a mission to equip that and get some points. But equipping that is also going to and having some other things is going to whitelist you for raffles. There you go, there it is. Right. So like we're mapping those kind of missions to the airdrops and stuff. But one of the things that we talked to Jose about yesterday, our dev super genius, was it'd be really cool to be able to dress my guy up however I want to dress him up, and then basically tweet that out. So that I kind of feel sort of connected to it, right? Like I decided what this little goofball is going to look like, and then I could tweet my referral link out. So now, if you are in the app and you hit the referral link, you can actually do that right from inside the app now. You hit that thing and it sets up the Twitter, but it sets it up right in Telegram, right? So you're basically logging into
have you done that also with the Telegram stories?
No, not
tell
yet.
me everything.
Tell us about that.
Like if you check my profile, it's or anyone else's that pops up in the top of your Telegram, they have like a green circle around their picture. That means that they have put pictures up on their story. And free users can use I think it's 3 stories a day, and paid users can do 10 or something like that. But anyways, you can get your mini apps to exactly do generate this or add this personal character to a background with a referral link. So you make the post, but with my personal avatar on it, and we share it, and that gives points. Many of the apps has it now because Telegram has made this easily shareable. So exactly like being part of, hey, this is me, because now in Telegram I can just share this to my story and boop, oh, join whatever tapper, here is a link and blah 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 and some context. Oh, I leveled up my character to the next level, join my
that's
so we
interesting.
Okay, so
really interesting.
So I'm would the player have to kind of set that up?
I know it's like a button, and again, of course, you guys as the development team needs to allow Telegram to do this, but then it will take the character that you've built, throw it into this post. Like when you post a picture, and if you've seen my pictures where there is the showing docs, the GIFs that I make, where all the Telegram docs and stuff move around on, it's Telegram's own media editing tool. So it is built into Telegram, so it can take the picture, put it in, put another background in, put a text on it, even put a clickable link on the picture, and then a comment text and stuff like that. Let me just go in here and see this one here, and I will share it directly to you in the DMs here, Corey, and you can try to click my story. But it's there you are.
Oh yeah. Whoa. Let me go over here. That's awesome. All right, hold on. I'm actually gonna share the screen. This time one.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, well, I just last time I keep going to
talking without showing us what you were looking at. So that's not
exactly.
good.
Yeah, exactly. One of these days I'll learn how to use this thing. All right, so here is the Danish stories.
And they all come from mini apps. Like this one here I made myself because it crashed for some reason. The background isn't there. So I edited it again. But the rest of them comes from inside the app. I reach a level or just a task, get 2,000 points, but share it to your Telegram story today. And you click it and it makes whatever. And people post it and get credited, of course. But you can do that with anything, your normal pictures, your apps and ads you're playing. Even tried it with one of those AI generators. As soon as I made an AI generation, I can just post that directly up to my story. Stuff like that. It's just, again, making Telegram a much more well-rounded social media platform.
Man, yeah, I'd love to have if we could do the quick link to Twitter, it must be relatively simple to just have another button that just automatically puts it to my to my story, because like, why wouldn't you do updated versions of that? Or like, if there's, you just reached level 3 or whatever, if there's a pop-up that also says, hey, do you want to let everybody know? And it lets everybody know, but it lets everybody know with your referral link, right? So just sort of anything that we can do to sort of like make that sharing experience on and off.
It can also like put your referral link into them from the game. So it also have like click link, and that link actually have my referral links in because of the build from the background, or I can put something in myself. Like even with the new Telegram updates, like you saw on at least one of my stories where there was like a white box in the middle with the link or join, or if you click that in the picture, it actually works like a link, not just the text in the bottom, like, hey, come join my blah, blah, blah. But that little white box with a link in actually works. So you can click that and get to the...
Yeah, you can basically make buttons.
Yeah, and that way you can take a Twitter post and post over in one corner of the page, and then join the game, and it's like, oh, here is the launch back Twitter page, and the latest tweet is shown right here. Boom. So you can join directly to Twitter, or you can join directly to the game, or like, yeah, Telegram again has really made it amazing. And I also saw that you introduced like the star system into it. So how do you guys feel about that? Because I guess you've been reading up a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. I think it's a really, really cool system. It's very nice that the stars, you can use them anywhere in all the Telegram applications, and they are whitelisted by Google Marketplace and Apple. So I think that's really cool. It's a very clever way of doing this, I think.
Yeah, and I also definitely have this because it, as you said, unifies the payment method overall. So, oh, I've been playing your little Tapper game and won some coins. Yeah, I can get rewarded in stars, but you could also reward me in crypto, but I can also pay in stars. So, oh, now I have 1,000 stars and I want to go play your game. Oh, you need this token. Where do I get this token? You need to be on this blockchain. You need to get this wallet. You need to swap it on this exchange. No, you can use stars. And you in the background can still get cryptocurrency that you can do with what you want.
Yeah. Well, the only thing that I don't like that much is that you have to wait 21 days for the payments to be credited to your account. When you do that with the crypto, it's much faster. But yeah, there has to be something
with a normal
else, right?
With a normal card ATM, it's 90 days. So if you're in a store, like work in a store, and people are paying with their credit card, it's 90 days until you as the store owner gets your money. So it's still a benefit. It's still better, but definitely crypto.
And it's easy. What is really important is that it's really easy.
Sorry, but it's really easy, because we can go in like, any country that still don't allow like TON to be bought, like the US in some cases. You can go in and buy stars, and you can buy stars with credit card, no problem. Now you can use all the different apps in TON, but you can also go directly with, of course, you probably need to use a VPN, but go to fragment.com and then you can exchange your stars back to TON.
Wait. Oh, see, somebody tried to tell me that, and I missed that. That's what they were trying to tell me. Whoever sent me that last time, like, that's great. So I can basically buy TON with stars. I had no freaking clue. Yeah, I'm using. I mean, like anytime I touch the TON wallet, I have to be on a VPN through my phone or computer or whatever. So I'm kind of used to that already. But that's amazing. I'm buying some TON today. That's what's going on.
But again, that just makes the whole thing much more free. And again, the fact that this and this and this and this game don't, or app or something, I can use it with this. Of course, there could be benefits with using the original cryptocurrency for the project or whatever, make more utility for your project. But the fact that everyone can get that NFT from Nifty Blocks because they use the stars.
I mean, now, like, the whole idea that... Sorry, Juan, go ahead.
And no, what I wanted to tell you is that the reason why we use rockets additional to the stars is because it allows us for that flexibility. So we can also receive payments, for example, in wax at some point, or if you have this NFT, you can exchange it for rockets or whatever. But I think that using stars in a Telegram mini app is a must, because it's like the universal thing that you have there.
It's also kind of become a must, because if you accept payments through your Telegram app according to the updated Telegram terms of services, you need to allow stars, and they actually want you kind of to mainly use stars. But again, there is some room, but it's like mini apps, you need to use stars. But if you use a website that pops up inside Telegram, you can use Bitcoin, Monero, Wax, whatever. But if it's the mini app that pops up inside Telegram, you should have stars, maybe something else, stars.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, what's the difference? Like the browser version or the mini? What's the difference? But it's because that after the arrest of Pablo Durov in France, that some of you might have heard of.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, like the whole world basically changed their profile picture to the resistance dog, and it was the biggest internet digital resistance movement of all time. Over 5 million participants signed the petition for Free Durov, and more than 7.6 million registered people had changed their logo on social media to the resistance dog. That is the biggest movement of people coming together for anything ever, like this fast for something. That is insane.
What are your thoughts on Durov's arrest?
It full on bullshit. Again, I also supported Ross Ulbricht and thought that was bullshit, that he got hung up on everything that Silk Road got used for, even though that is a little more up for discussion, because that was a market meant for illegal activities, but he still didn't execute the illegal activities himself for the 90% of the cases or more. And Durov is a business guy and not a drug dealer or a criminal in that manner, so he has not used Telegram for malicious intent. And trying to hang him up on, everything that is going on your platform, then I need to say we need to arrest Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, all of them, because there is different sites on Facebook and other things that definitely shouldn't be there, and they are very, very easy to find, which is even more disgusting and terrible. So the fact, again, I'm not for this, but freedom of speech and censorship resistance. If you don't like what people talk about, change the channel. At least on Telegram, if it's a public channel, they will punish you if you say hate speech, criminal things. If it's a private channel, you need to be invited or join yourself, and you will never be prompted this otherwise. So change the channel.
Yeah.
So change the channel.
I think they're gonna have to start catching up to the rules. I'm really grateful the resistance thing. Sir, go ahead.
But I think it's really stupid in the sense that if you want to do something illegal, the banks are the number one actor that should be punished, because they are the ones that allow most of the illegal transactions on Earth.
Oh yeah, money is used for a lot of criminal
things. So come on. Come on, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, the best way to do crime is with the US dollar.
The most
popular, I should say.
With money in general, it's way easier for me to buy anything if I use money than try to do crypto, even though the crypto is I want to give you 1 Bitcoin for this, or I want to give you 30,000 Danish crowns or whatever. Yeah. And they're like, I take the Danish crowns. Bitcoin is 30,000 or $35,000, let's say, but the 30,000 Danish crowns is nothing. You would need 330,000 Danish crowns to get a Bitcoin, but they still rather want the money.
It's ridiculous.
It is a hard time, and I think that France really showed themselves as not willing to fight for liberty and freedom, and suddenly. I saw it as a huge blow for the whole Europe, basically, that Durov got arrested, because I'm here in Denmark, and I actually thought that we had some pretty decent rules and freedom and stuff over here compared, but right now, like, this is like unheard of. That's the reason that we all rised and wouldn't stand by, and
he's out, and they didn't charge him with anything, correct?
He's out and got told that he couldn't leave France for a while, because that they needed to be able to reconnect with him and do stuff. But according to his lawyer and stuff, all of the European regulations has been upheld, and they are following every rule when it comes to all of that. But of course, they could do a little bit more on moderation and support and stuff. So now they also highlighted those channels where you can report stuff like that if you find it, and they have hired a couple of more people to actually go through those support reports and stuff.
So, I mean, that's positive.
Like, what else should they do? Like that?
Yeah. I mean, I think this is where
everything.
Where I think Western countries would do well to understand what the opt-in thing means, and there's other ways to find criminals. You know what I mean? That's just the thing that's real.
And like, again, I thought it was called detective work, because they actually need to do some research and not just like, hey, you did something, or I thought you did something wrong. Wait, you think I'm what? Like, do you have any proof that I know? Okay, then move along, peasant.
Peasant. Indeed. Yeah. Should you ever say move along without saying peasant after? I think we've answered that, and the answer is no.
And it's also something like saying, okay, let's arrest the Toyota CEO because there are too many crimes that happen from people who's driving a Toyota.
Yeah,
come on,
they're smuggling all over the borders, and we need to go over all of that. But no, like, it's not the people manifesting it. Again, I can see like Rob Aldrich, because he made the site kind of for illegal activities, but at the same time, I'm really on the side with him as well, when he actually took a lot of the evil stuff away from drug deals and stuff. You didn't need to go to the back alley and meet some guy and get robbed and whatever. You got your stuff from the postman that didn't know what he was delivering. A little more on the down low when it comes to that, but of course it's still illegal. But it's the same stuff they're trying to hang him up on, and it's like, oh, you're responsible for everything. So if I did something illegal in Telegram, it's Pablo Durov's fault, right?
Right.
Well, and again, in that case, I need to go because I have a lot of stuff I need to do.
Right.
But
and seriously, I think it would even be not justifiable, but it would be less ridiculous if they were, not enforcing that everywhere else, right? I mean, there's definitely shit about Twitter or Facebook or whatever that that would be just as bad. And seriously, and they've got backdoors into Facebook, right? So if there's stuff going on there and they're not using it, like, go fuck yourself.
Like, on that note, exactly. They all, like, I've seen a lot of YouTubes and stuff lately that people talking badly about Telegram and its encryption and its privacy and stuff like that. And the funny thing with that is all the projects or programs that they have as alternatives are stuff using the Signal encryption method that Signal used and invented and stuff. And Signal in its all was a really great invention back then, I thought, but they did some things that made me leave because they closed sourced their servers and stuff, and they partnered with MobileCoin and said there was a privacy currency when it's a highly trackable marketing coin that tries to sell your data, and go to MobileCoin and look at it yourself, and if you're using Signal. But everyone else, all the other apps, WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, suddenly used Signal encryption standard. And all the apps that people says that I need to use instead of Telegram are using Signal encryption standard. And I'm like, all of those apps are based or controlled in the US. The only app that you're complaining about is the one app that is not inside of the US and is not using the encryption standard. Is there some back way? Is there some backdoor deal since that all the other apps are okay? But I can find multiple flaws in many of the ones, like, again, Facebook WhatsApp is not encrypted. Facebook Messenger is not end-to-end encrypted. They say they're end-to-end encrypted. They're not. Like Signal, yes, they at least was. I haven't checked up on it, but they fucked up my trust when changing their server data and stuff and closed it for over a year. And but okay, let's go after the one person, one project, one company that is not inside the US and not using the standard that we already know how to break.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. But yes, Telegram is not as encrypted or secure by default. Like the public chats, the one-to-one conversations, they are encrypted and server encrypted. But if you do a secret chat or a personal call, they're end-to-end encrypted. And people don't seem to understand that whole process. But again,
Yeah, but I think that's very important, what you just said. But because people think that just by using Telegram, everything will be end-to-end encrypted. But reality is that you have to specifically say, I want this conversation to be a secret conversation.
It will be end-to-end encrypted. Otherwise, it is encrypted. And of course, the only non-encrypted chats and stuff in Telegram is on public channels and public groups. Remember the one thing I said right there? Public. They are not encrypted. I can go on a browser that don't even have Telegram, type in whatever name, t.me / whatever name of the public group, and I can see the conversation. Public. Public.
Wait, so public means it's public?
Yeah.
Exactly.
See, now we all understand.
Hopefully.
I mean, we can try.
It's hard, but yes, people have complained a lot, but but yeah, again, Telegram still here, still fighting. Durov is out. TON, if you look at the price, like it crashed a lot and it's already skyrocketing back. So for everyone that bought the dip, congratulations. That was a good, probably a good investment. Already looks like it in that manner, but
I think it's
like
it's recovering very nicely.
Sorry, the whole idea that you could buy stars and very quickly get it to TON, and then be doing a Launchbags IDO from inside the Tapper app. Like, come on now.
Yeah, the only thing that you actually need there, again, depending on what blockchain you want to do the ICO on, you need to give them a wallet if they don't have it, but again, that could be included in the price.
Yeah,
you can give them a cloud wallet if they pay 200 stars or whatever. Boom.
Yeah.
There's a cloud wallet. Sign in and log in with your Google blah 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 and put this code. Here's your wallet. You can even you could even do it on the back end, like having the wallets made. If you have a short name, you can make .nifty or smash keyboard.
We already have we have a name for wallets because at some point we planned to create a custodial wallet. We never really implemented it, but we even have a name to do that. So
So those could be again controlled by you until they then, or you have the keys until they then get a wallet, but then it's still stored in a real blockchain wallet.
Yeah.
Until they then ask for the keys and something, and then
that's one of the ideas that we had. It's not get to the point where you will get Well, yeah, it's kind of a wallet because the idea was to get kind of a custodial wallet and keep track of your balances and everything in a smart contract so that people didn't need to create a wallet. And only when they wanted to cash out whatever they had earned from their activity on Launchbacks and NFT blocks and Wax on Edge and so on, then they would need a wallet to get that money out. But before, it could be something that they can do from the mini app without the need
Like
for anything. But
if you're smart enough, you could build it all into a smart contract, like one smart contract with an address, and then just building separate tables that it builds with the users using it and storing the assets in the different user IDs. Because from Telegram you get user IDs, so it could store it by user IDs. And yeah, of course, again, you get the control over it, so there needs to be some kind of trust, but it could work. It could work.
Yeah, it could work, and I think the idea is not completely discarded. But yeah, we have to think about it. We have to see if that's really the way we want to move forward.
But yeah, being able to get them a wallet somehow, so at least new users there isn't wax orientated could purchase those NFTs and whatever and sell them and actually interact somehow. Like again, the more easy onboarding you can make it, the better. And again, the stars there is amazing. Again,
it's huge.
Jump from 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 100 different apps, and I can use stars. Of course, I can use something else. Like I even have DeFi apps where I can, like one of them is TON Hydra, so like a big DeFi protocol where you normally throw TON in and it gives you a liquidity pool, so it makes, you know, TON Hydra or TON USDT or for the 10 TON that I send into it. But they just launched now or recently that you can use Telegram stars, so I can get TON Hydra or TON USDT liquidity directly into my TON wallet by paying with stars, and then I could take it out the other way. But I could, you know, the fact that I can invest that way, so I don't need to go to an exchange or buy to an exchange, buy TON, go to my wallet, and then I can just directly from my card, from my phone, from stars directly to the blockchain. It's just the beginning. Like we just got the star system, like,
right?
It's just
I mean, that's kind of where my head went. And I want to get to TC's question. This might be sort of incidental, but like one, like, couldn't we have a situation where, just conceptually, I don't know the reason why we would do it yet, but just sort of thinking about it, where you could spend stars and get an NFT on Wax?
Yeah, that's absolutely doable. It's not a problem at all. We can make that work. It's only a matter of why should we do it? What would be the utility? But yeah, it's completely possible. Technically, it's possible.
Right. So then, you know, couldn't we then do it the other way?
Just a little ad, you know, add wallet. We have you don't even need to log in, but put your wallet here.
Yeah.
Now you have my wallet. I can pay with stars. You can send the NFT to that. It's that easy.
Well, and then on the flip side, register your Wax wallet, right? Again, just letting them know, you know, letting us know which one it is. Send us some Wax, or, you know, buy an NFT with Wax and burn it, or however the back end on that side works, and we give you some stars.
Also possible, because with the latest Telegram update, bots can give rewards with stars and receive stars as payments in like content. Like you can, if you post on your channel, you can make a picture blurred and people need to pay stars to watch it. Or instead of the upvote reactions, you can also get stars now, so people can just star your post in your channel, and suddenly your one post made $20 in stars because the people sent so many stars to it. But yeah, with that update, Telegram made so we could use the payment with stars and rewards in stars directly with bots and mini games. So definitely possible.
Funsies. Yeah, even if we use Nefty, usually just like swap Wax to Nefty if you wanted to, or whatever, and then
Yeah, there's a lot of
Now,
possibilities. We have to check also the regulations and make sure that we are always compliant with the country regulations. But yeah,
Right.
it's let's say that technically there's a lot we can do.
yeah, like that definitely is. Like
Yeah.
again, stars, NFTs. Just you have my wallet in the app without any sign or like I just put it in like a comment, and you can send it
Yeah.
to me. That could be on Ton, that could be on Wax, that could be on any.
Well, that's the weird
Yes.
thing. Like, it could be
Um,
virtual, like in a cloud wallet, and the only time, because we keep thinking about, it's our hope to get a bunch of non-crypto users messing around with it, right? I mean, that would be the goal, and having them doing as many sort of crypto-like things inside the actual game as functions of the game, to gain points or to like kind of increase your mogul status or whatever, as a function of the game. And then, like, for real, the only time you need to grab the blockchain is when you're gonna, like, get paid out. Then you need a wallet, obviously. Then you need a way to swap it out for Ton or whatever. But like abstracting every single unnecessary thing away from like a muggle normal person user as we possibly can until they need it.
yeah, and again, make the content so easily digestible. Like if you can make it
Yes.
look easier, feel easier to do it, then it becomes much easier because okay, yeah, I don't need your little guide through and your little special mini app to do a swap,
Right.
but my mom might because she don't understand that there is 4 different places you can go to swap tokens on Wax with actual liquidity and blah blah blah. You just do it for them. So like here,
Yes.
swap points to stars. Boom.
Yeah. But yeah, make this thing, and then you get some points in your cute little tapper game.
Yeah, or swap stars to points or whatever, like, or swap stars to Wax. Okay, swap stars to or Wax to stars because I don't want all this Wax that I earn in rewards from your game, but I want stars because then I can jump directly over to something else.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. It's more efficient than a bridge, I think.
Right? That's yes.
And we
Hey,
just got a
interesting.
bridge as well. Like the Wax Ton bridge is just
Yeah.
officially launched here the other day.
Yes.
So that is also a thing now, and I think right now it's only Wax and Woofy they allow, but they will probably open up more. But even just like being able to bridge Wax to Ton, if you're or the other way, if you're getting a lot of stars and needed to exchange stars to Ton, swap Ton to Wax, vice versa, depending.
Yeah.
But again, now there is an easy way to get your profits one or the other way from your applications. So that's again, I love to see all this being built, and I see a lot of it coming here lately. Like seen multiple mini games also now from Wax, which is a nice thing. Like we had of course your launchback tapper. We also had Woofy,
Yes.
everyone knows, and we had the
Bog
tap
Tapper,
monsters, and we have Puck Tapper, as well.
Yeah.
So like, and Alpha.
Alpha,
Yeah,
yes.
Alpha,
yeah.
I think that's the ones we have from Wax, but that's still way better than last time I was on here. Let's say that because there was none.
Yes.
Yeah. There was some people thinking about it. I think maybe Crypto Alpha had kind of started, but they didn't have an app yet. They just had the bot inside the channel. But yeah,
I think
they've come a long
Crypto
way.
Alpha, it's a very nice evolution because they started with a bot and they evolved it to become an app, and they didn't care if the app was not really pretty looking, but little by little they are improving and it gets better every day. So I think it's a very nice approach.
And practice makes perfect, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So like again, they started. I've seen updates to Puck Tapper as well. The first look at that, it looked terrible, and now it's like really nice. And the same with the Woofy one, a little bigger team there, and you can definitely see that. But they definitely also have improved. Like, everything. Like again, the first time I saw an FT blocks, it definitely have improved since then.
Yeah.
Like the most of us don't just launch the perfect app or the perfect vision the first time. Like Telegram has changed. Like Facebook has changed a lot since the days. YouTube have changed a lot since the. So yeah.
Yeah,
but that's
absolutely.
also again like what you talked about before with people getting like too much changes. Like people complain a lot about the hamster combat. One, because they've done so many things now. You have the skins, you have the tabs, you have the passive profit, but you have the videos, you have the mini games you need to play with like the puzzles of keys. But now you also have downloadable games. And it's like, yeah, so like for me, it's like they want to build a game launch pad. So yeah, the more games they have, they fit the more people.
Yeah.
And like it's the same with looking at like Wombat. For me, like Wombat, like, oh, there's so many shitty games that I don't play. Yeah, but there's some games there that I like and some games I don't like.
Yeah.
So yeah. But I don't know, like at least they are evolving, and that's kind of where I'm more like, yeah, they're trying to do something. It might not be the right thing. I don't know.
Well, it's very difficult to know what is the right thing, and you need to know from the inside if they are getting the results that they want or not. Because
like so far, 350 million registered accounts and around 43 million daily active users. Roughly runs up to 75 million weekly active users. But they've again. I don't know if that was what they intended, but they definitely
no. But what I mean is mostly in the long term, because right now it's okay. They have the attention, and people are expecting, are waiting for an airdrop and so on. But after that,
what happens after that?
They have to figure out how to monetize, how to keep on going. So I think that's what will really show if it worked or not. But anyway, with that amount of users, whatever they want to do. I'm pretty sure will work.
Like we have seen the decline already fall, because like again they have 350 million registered accounts, but only around like under 100 million monthly active weekly users. And like that is still like it's 1/3 of their total user base. That's not bad, but that still means that they have lost a lot of hype so far. But maybe they like it's a good thing for us. They're still tapping out there, because that decreases the bots and the distribution a little bit and stuff. But at the same time, like, you know, that they still have so much traction right now that it's unheard of. Like their YouTube channel, they just launched a batch. I think it was 1 billion views overall in their YouTube. Like that's record time again. I don't think that 1 billion, like that's a lot of views.
That's a lot of views indeed.
And for something that don't have anything yet, so all of that is again just revenue and profit rolling in, that again we can only hope for is being reinvested and spent for what is coming. Because again, it could be people just backing up their own bags and laughing on the way out. It could be, but if they don't do that, they have the possibility to make enough money to make this a really, really, really substantial airdrop and project going forward. I don't know. I'm hyped, and they're going close. If like it's the 26th or
26.
Something like that.
It's 13 days from now, so it's almost there.
Crazy pants. All right, so what advice would you give to new projects that are launching on TON, like a tapper, to experience some, you know, like, because I think that like just the initial growth phase, right? Because it's our sort of laser beam focus to kind of hit 10,000 people as or users, players, whatever, as quickly as we possibly can. You have any advice for how products could do that?
It goes basically the same as I said last time. There's 3 rules to that. That's referrals and teams. And and then making sure that we we have a little bit of tasks, like the task system, the teams, and referrals that is gonna get your traction and get you blown out, like out there. Many people, they always say like you need KOLs or otherwise to promote it, but you don't. Like, referral system, that is one of the most powerful things that we have, even with small bonuses. The fact that I know that I invited 5 friends, and I can see that, and I can see them maybe, but just that I know I invited 5, so I'm part of the growth, and I get a little bit of points or whatever it is. But also the team aspect, that we can somehow feel like even like we're part of a group that goes together. So my little Danish crypto club, we go together and try to fight all of you other guys.
Yeah.
But now we have a like virtual fantasy war, but it makes people really, incentivized. And of course, the last thing for all that is like leaderboards, because the leaderboard aspect, just people like seeing their name on the leaderboard. And if I can beat you on the leaderboard, I'm sitting there tapping a couple of, oh, you passed me, I'm going to tap some more, or whatever it is. I'm going to, like, there is just a mindset, and people have that. And then, of course, like, don't be an asshole against your community, because your community is everything. If community has feedback, problems, questions, whatever it is, be there, take it. Yeah, it's annoying answering the same question 700 times, but then either do some filters with some bro spots and other managing, or just like answer them like it is. Make a post, make a blog post where all of it is explained in and reference to that. If you don't want to repeat your answers, but your community is everything, so don't fuck up your community, because without them, your project dies really, really fast. That's you can have the best project out there, but without people using it, it's like Betamax versus VHS. So Betamax has better sound quality and better picture quality. HD versus Blu-ray. HD had better sound and bigger sizes and better picture quality, but Blu-ray won.
It's the thing. Yeah, I mean, Wax, is a technical Lamborghini, but stuck in a barn in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, nobody's looking at it, sadly, and like it is, because like it has so many. Like I've passed 47,000 NFTs in my main wallet.
Wow.
and that's on Wax. That's not on Ton. I have like 200-300 NFTs on Ton. So like there's a big difference.
Yeah.
been on Ton for 2 years, has like 300 NFTs, been on Wax for 4 years, has like 50,000 NFTs in my wallet. There is a big difference, and there's use case for many of them on Wax, and I definitely miss some better NFT utility tools on Ton that could be nice to see, but I don't know. For the technical part of that, how that would work exactly.
That's something we would like to explore, and we want to see what we can do minting NFTs on Ton to start getting some experience. But we have started looking at the technical part, and there are a couple of concepts that we really need to master before start doing something there, because it's a different way of working, let's say it like that.
It definitely is. There's just from like the easy perspective, from what I understand, like in Wax, we have one account and a blockchain, and the blockchain is the table. And in Ton, everyone has an account, but we individually have our tables in our account. So they don't need to be on the different contracts. So we have to be in our. So there are some things there,
and you have information is spread. It's split in a different way, and it works more like microservices. All the communication is asynchronous. So there's a lot of things to really grasp before doing something on Ton. But I think that it's worth exploring. I really see a bright future there.
Yeah, like it is definitely a fast, reliant blockchain. Like for the time it has been out, there hasn't been many significant problems, and everything is getting like fixed really fast and stuff. And it's like proven to be like with verification, like the world's fastest blockchain with 136,000 transactions per second, which is faster than MasterCard, Visa card, and Solana combined. Of course, that will overload the system if it continues like at the current state. If that was like pushed out constantly, because we only have like 330 nodes, we need more, but we also talked about nodes last time, and they are like 100,000 ton, which is pretty
like
heavily
$500,000. Yeah.
So definitely something, but again, they need to be reliant and they need to be hard. Like I think we can get nodes now for 10,000 ton, but that's still a heavy amount of money. And that's just a sharded node, or like we call it in Wax, like a Hyperion node, like a history node ish thing, and not a full node. But everything like it is growing, it's expanding. We had the Open League season 6, just opened, and like a new initiatives for projects. We even have a new hackathon coming up, a hackers hackathon. So if you have a project that want to launch on Ton and maybe want some funding or some other things, the new like hackathon is coming up where you can assign your project, have a pitch, and it's like the bootcamp hackathon I was on this summer in Berlin, but for a little more deep dive into more tech deep stuff, and not just the overall like build a social media, need to be built deep tech. It's a hacker hackathon. So if you have like a blending contract or a DeFi protocol or a security something, it's right up that alley.
Nice.
Yeah, that's really cool.
That's interesting. Yeah.
And there's $2 million in prizes for the.
I mean, if you like that sort of thing.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Not at all.
It's just, we did that this summer. We did that. We're just throwing around millions of dollars, but it's for the hackathon and for the security. Like it's for people building, which again is one of the things that I really, really enjoy with it. That it's to get people building and building good stuff. And Telegram has also done this, and you can still do it if you find bugs in Telegram. Like you can report them, and there is a bug bounty program for Telegram. And they pay up to $250,000 per hardcore vulnerability bug.
Wow.
So small bugs, you might just get a thumbs up or a little $50 or whatever. But if you find something major, you get $250,000. Boom. But like they've done that for years. And like, again, people that does that kind of thing means that they are serious about their stuff, because instead of me just hacking it and using it for my own benefits because I found a vulnerability, I rather go and it's actually worth my time and my money to go the other way.
Yeah, there's a white hat option that's as good or better.
Yeah, because like, I can get $50,000 for this guy because I have a vulnerability, but Telegram will actually give me $250,000 for.
Yeah, no, that's really cool. So hey, I think it was TC up the comment road there a little bit was talking about doing a collab with Leaf. If you guys haven't tried it yet, I highly recommend it. It looks fun. Would you be up for like a Leaf collab with the Bagstabber?
Like I'm not the only part of the team, so I can. But sure, it sounds some fun. Wouldn't mind that. Again, more exposure for all parts would probably not be bad.
Right.
And like I don't know, for anyone that don't know what Leaf is, Leaf token is a little project we built 4 years ago, basically meant to make people active in Telegram. So a little incentive is that you can chat in Telegram groups and make profits there. And we have also built a whole ecosystem around it. So there's passive and active profits for both staking and other things. We have GeoWalker, which is walk to earn. So basically,
cool.
we have made everything that makes activity like we want people to get active both in chats and in real life, and we reward you for doing that. And again, you can invite this bot into your community, and suddenly you become a Leaf mine. And when you stake some Leaf and get past the small requirements, we have like a minimum of 15 people, and you need enough staked Leaf to be active, and then you become active Leaf mine, and then everyone in your community makes more Leaf, and the more people active within the same hour, the more everyone earns. There's active in that hour, because it makes a lot of sense for people that are active in Telegram. And I also know there's a lot of people that don't always are active but love passive DeFi stuff, so our staking and stuff is passively paying out directly to your blockchain account every 6 hours if you stake Leaf, and that starts from 5,000 Leaf and until whatever amount you can stake, but every 6 hours you get payout directly. So
Cool.
Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool.
Cool.
So the other thing I definitely wanted to ask is, I really want to connect with a bunch of other products on Ton and have them on the show and chat with them, just because it's obviously awesome to talk with you. And I mean, the only real other project that I know is building on Ton, well, a couple, like, you know, the Crypto Alpha and the Tap Monsters, already friends of ours, right? So like, do you know anybody that would be, you know, a good candidate to come on the show and brag about what they're doing?
Like, everyone wants to brag about what they're doing, but
I mean, that's it's why we're here, right? I mean, that's like we've had,
but it
I'd
is a
love to have
little
more.
harder getting people on the YouTube shows. I've noticed. Again, I also have a podcast called Ton and Coffee, and we've tried the same. But it is a little easier to get him on like Twitter Spaces. But I definitely have a long list of people I can recommend. There's good, like, going with top NFT marketplace, Get Gyms. They are always willing. I've had them on. We had them on the Nifty. The NFT Circus back in the day.
Okay.
Me and those guys. So we had and we had we've had a lot of good people. But Get Gyms, they are probably the best we can. Like, they always willing, and they are nice people. We've had them on before. Again, all the projects also wants to do it, but many of them are maybe not comfortable getting on camera, maybe because of their bad English or otherwise. So they are more okay with just being behind a microphone and doing that. But
and we could do that here. That's the first thing I would recommend, because we have Chris Tuttle doesn't like being on camera, so she comes on just audio all the time, right? So you can come on, you know, and have, instead of a video, just have, you know, your banner or whatever, and put it up that way. So yeah, that we can accommodate for that. If you can, you know, if you can go on a Twitter Spaces, you can come on the show and we can make it work.
There's definitely a lot of projects. They all want to talk when they can get some exposure and some time. That's again, everyone wants to brag about their stuff,
right?
But again, I also have an invite for you guys. Like, if you want to talk about the Backstabber, like, I have a Ton Tuesday space coming every Tuesday on X. I've been going for 88 weeks as of
that's awesome.
This Tuesday. So next Tuesday will be 89.
Yeah, we're in. What time?
Absolutely.
We are always on there at 7 p.m. UTC. So a couple of hours from now, but still, like, we can make episode about you guys there as well. I get somewhere between 100 to 500 listeners per podcast, and it's
Yeah, let's do it for
I'm
sure.
down.
It's
Yeah,
what I do
cool.
for the TON community to try to get some exposure to projects and so on. My last one was UTask, but like a crypto, or not a crypto, but a team management bot for Telegram, kind of like Zello, if anyone knows that platform to manage your workflow. The Zello platform where set up like some tasks and divide them into who needs to do that. The artist need to do this. The social manager needs to do this. But you task and directly in Telegram, and it works flawlessly. And then we had them on there. It was amazing. And yeah, again, I have 88 other episodes of that.
Yeah, no, that's
Cool.
awesome, man. That's really good.
Cool. So yeah, definitely. That sounds very good.
So other than Leaf, which will if your team wants to do a collab with us, I'd love to have that as a daily mission. And honestly, maybe we should do a show if anybody else wants a team. Like I just do a whole show just on Leaf and show it off, like the tapper and all the rest of that stuff. So it was a great description, but like even just the little app is really fun. But we can talk about that later. What other tapper apps are you in every day?
Ouch. How much time do we got?
All the time in the world.
Because if you go and ask TZ right now, he asked me for a list of mini apps that worked on PC, and I filled a Telegram message with so many links for different mini apps that if I put one more line on there, I would need a new message in Telegram. And I'm not even done yet.
Yeah.
So, but like I have at least like 7 that I must go into, but I do way more than that. Which is not healthy for anyone, especially me and my sleep. But like again, I have some that because of me seeing the future like utility, I'm going hard on them. Where like again, talking away from the hype one, so Hamster and Bloom and those. I don't even want to like. Of course, I am doing them, but I don't want to give them the time for that. I have one. There's like Nomis, which is like a wallet repetition score. So the more active you are on chain, the better score you have in there. And then they have some like a little time miner also, so you get some extra points. But you can get that, and they will use that later on for that repetition score. If you mint that as an NFT, they will later on, use that in different platforms for airdrops and other things, because you have shown that your value to the ecosystem in a wallet reputation. So that's one of them. And yeah, even already on DDust, one of the major exchanges on TON, they already integrated the Nomis score for better fees on their exchange. So you get smaller fees if you have a good score on your Nomis score on DDust. But I have a couple of stuff like that I see that could be really useful. I'm doing the like Hippo Finance, the Hippo Gang Tapper, because that has correlations to Hippo Finance, which is a liquid staking platform on TON that I have used since it came out. And they have a Tapper now. There is giving their Hippo token, which is going to be the governance token for their Hippo Finance staking platform. So again, there I see why I'm going to use it, right? Like there is also a couple I'm using just for fun, but then I have some that is trying to teach people DeFi, which is pretty sick. It's called Torch Finance, and there's another one, Vanilla Finance, which is both doing like DeFi stuff. One of them is showing you and trying to educate you in how you're shorting and longing a market. but giving you virtual credits for it, but it's still giving you to the upcoming airdrop.
Mhm.
So while you're actually bidding on shorts and longs for real crypto prices, like real-time crypto prices, but you're not using real funds for it, so suddenly you can get
Interesting.
Right. That's so we
Yeah.
like just like instantaneously like so there's it's almost like a paper trading thing, right? Like you could have a paper trading mission in the app or what have you. And that's whatever points you get in the paper trading is actually accruing to points you would get for an airdrop or something.
Yeah, like
Man,
again,
that's a whole project I would love for somebody to drop on launch bags like tomorrow.
That's definitely something because there's a lot of like work with that. Like we can get people a whole like the whole integration of blockchain to Tapper. I love that aspect. Like the usability is where I've been using the last long time of my Tapper. I'm keep going back to, oh, this is fun. There's a little adventure Tapper, blah blah blah. Yeah, so they're gonna do a coin for their little Tapper game. Not really my style. Probably useful, but DeFi protocols and trading protocols and such, I heavily enjoy because it has long-term like vision, or
Yeah.
like again the Torch Finance, like all of them, the majority of them that I just mentioned is nominated in the Open League Season 6, which is for me quite funny because I've promoted or talked about like all of those apps here 1.5-2 months ago, and nobody cared. And now they are the only participants in the Open League, like the 5-6 apps that I use on a daily and have been doing that for 2 months, is now the only participants in the latest season of the Open League on Ton, which is like nobody cared, but now everyone like I picked basically like 5 out of 7 of the apps there's on the list, and I'm not the one chose the list. Just to make it clear to people out there, it wasn't me that chose the list. I was just to pick the ones that actually ended up on the list, which is quite funny to me. But they all basically DeFi related this time, which is something again.
That's I didn't even know what the Open League was a thing, so that's awesome.
I talked about the Open League last time.
I know, but I barely
you already
understand.
shared it, and I think that more than one person has already pointed us to the Open League.
I barely remember my name from last week. Okay. However, no, that's awesome because now, like with I need to set a goal, and I can't wait to come on your show. Like I just need to focus myself on making sure that I'm sending out invites for really cool projects to come on the show, so we can just get really integrated into the Ton ecosystem. That's a very, very high priority for me. So I'll get on that. Very cool. Yeah, it looks awesome though.
Yeah, there is a lot of nice like again the Open League has the biggest community incentive that has been done in any chain, I think. Again, this whole community Open League incentive is part of the hackathon with $2 million prize pool. We have had just the summer hackathon with $2 million prize pool. We had the Dogathon with we had 2 Dogathons before, like last year, with $2 million prize pools. We have the Ton aggregator and venture capital there is doing launch grant programs with smaller grants now, and we have the Ton Society, which is using people like myself, the Ton ambassadors and others, to help and like motivate and get people into the right sector to actually build and get started. So like that's all the Open League, but covering a lot of areas. Right now, the Open League season 6 is DeFi related, and just we've had meme coins, mini apps, games, all kind of different areas of the Open League. And now Season 6 here it looks like it's mainly pointing at DeFi, which for my case is also something we should have looked at beforehand, because long living of a blockchain is better sustainable when there's actually good DeFi and stuff on the chain before you fill it up with all kind of memify and meme coins and stuff, because there needs to be a strong foundation behind it to even carry all that bullshit on top. Even though the bullshit is fun and stuff like that, but there needs to be some structures like we see in Wax, or at least I've seen it in Wax with liquid staked Wax and Wax Fusion. That made some fusion in the Wax space. Like now there's actually decent DeFi in Wax, even though the price and overall like still looks horrible, but there's actual profit to be made in DeFi and Wax now. That is
well, yeah, it's very nice. Don't get me wrong with what I'm saying, but it's very nice, but it's not very different from what you could already do with Wax. It only makes it way simpler and friendlier for users. But I fully agree with that. What we need is more DeFi and more earning opportunities for people.
Yeah, but also like you see it if you look at on TON and stuff. Like we have a couple of different liquid staking protocols, and some of them allows you to use that staked TON, so ST TON or TS TON, in, for example, EVA lending and borrowing protocol, where you can go and then suddenly you can use your staked something that you're already making profit on and lend it out to somebody that can lend it out to somebody, so you're making more profit on your profit. And that is the kind of DeFi that I'm talking about, because like just now making a liquidity pool, like I've made both liquid stake Wax, both from the Fusion and normal, with Leaf liquidity, so Leaf token, liquid stake Wax, and Fusion stake Wax. And those liquidities are growing and being stronger day by day. Even though that nobody's trading, nobody's doing anything, those two liquidity pools are becoming stronger and stronger every day. And like that is like blockchain magic for you. And
no, that I fully agree, and that's why I said don't get me wrong, because I like both protocols and it's very good. What I mean is that we have to do more. We should be doing way more. For example, without lending, we cannot have serious DeFi. Without oracles, we cannot have a serious DeFi. There's a lot to be done on Wax. That's what I mean.
We had that credit metaverse, I think it was called Credit Metaverse or something like that. That actually was borrowing and lending of NFTs on Wax. But I remember buying their NFT like way back when they came out. I haven't been on there for ages. I don't even know if it's a thing anymore, but it was Credit Metaverse or something like that, where you actually could lend and borrow NFTs. But we need that for tokens. We need that for like a EVA protocol on Wax. But like we have Diolama on TON, which is Credit Metaverse or whatever. Like you can lend and borrow NFTs and stuff. Like it's just the bare bones of all this, because again, if we can get it done right, like right now, like Alien Worlds, now we can lend my tools out that I'm not using to other people without it actually leaving my wallet ish.
I like that.
Yeah, there is a contract in between, but it's still in my control, which is the fact I really like here. But that feature should have been built when Alien Worlds came out. You know, I've been selling like 7,000 fucking tools for Alien Worlds that I didn't use because there was no use for me to have 100 shovels and 100 of those and 100 of those. But now I could have lended them out. Like all of them, just lend them out and don't think about it. Then that's it. The system does the thing.
Nothing wrong with that.
I love that. I love that we got it now, but we should have had that way before. It should have been a part of the game itself, like a built-in marketplace so you can lend and borrow things. But
Yeah,
better late than never. So now we just need more of it.
absolutely. Yes. Now we need more of it, indeed.
Hell yeah. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
happy Friday, everybody. Lend out Betsy's.
Is it a happy Friday? I hope it's a happy Friday.
I mean it is. I'm
It's
always
a
excited to have
Friday.
you on, man.
Oh.
I just like we're step by
Yeah.
step, getting our shit together. Obviously the tapper's been live for what, almost 48 hours? 48 hours now? Something like
Yep.
that.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Something like that.
Is it 4? I think I got a 3-day badge today. Is it 3 or 2-day?
I think it might be the third day as
Yeah,
of
might be 72. Yes,
midnight
it launched on the Wednesday.
yeah, so 48 hours.
It's 48 hours.
49
yeah, it's
hours.
48 hours.
Awesome
Okay.
sauce. There you go. Yeah, tons of work to do. For anybody that doesn't know, I got suit has just dropped. You'd have a couple invites banked. You don't have to get them new. A couple invites to open it up and then have it rock and roll. Yeah, it's a little bit challenging as far as getting stuff up there, but we tracked it all down to time and how long it's going to take to sort of upgrade to get the power to get the stuff, and it's going to work out. So this has been the shortest hour and 24 minutes show. I agree. It's the thing. Danish packs in the alpha. That's just the way it is.
Yes.
It's the way it is.
I don't know. I just never shut up. So
good. Please don't. And yeah, so Tuesday, and I'll be there for sure.
Every Tuesday, of course. If you want to make a show for launch bags, please let me know so we can do some announcements that it's about launch bags. But you're always welcome to join.
Yeah,
on a random and come up and ask questions or
for sure
chill a little bit or whatever.
Yeah.
But if you want a show, let me know so I can.
Yeah. A, let's do the show. B, I'll definitely show up on Tuesdays just because.
Cool.
Yeah, I can't wait to learn more about what's going on.
Awesome. Yeah.
Awesome
sauce. All right, guys. Yeah, man. Thank you so much for coming on. I feel like I can talk to you for another half an hour. We'll just have to have you on, again, in a little bit. So yeah, Danish Crypto. Obviously, you guys are all playing the Tapper out by now. Go in and you can find the follow links and get in on all the stuff. And we'll see about doing a Leaf collab so you guys can get introduced to their cute little game. You can find it on Telegram though too if you want to do that in the interim. And yeah, so guys, share this video out with your Bags Tapper referral link. Just a hint. And if you haven't yet, like the whole fact that you can share your referral link with, and you can dress your little dude up, dress him up however you want to dress him up, that actually gets ported in as the image for when you share your referral link out now, which I am, I'm a 50-year-old man. I'm way too fucking excited about that. Like that's I'm completely entertained by the fact that that's a little thing that you can do. So yeah, thank you guys very much. We'll be around. I'll be around a little bit, over the weekend. We got a bunch of stuff going on starting Monday, and onward and freaking upward. All right, guys. Cheers. Oh, hey.
Okay.
Boom. The thumbs up just happened. All right.